founder Black Guns Matter and the Solutionary Center. Maj, did you watch the debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump?
Yes, I did. Every single moment of it.
Yeah, tell me, did that change your vote? I know you're libertarian, so that was tongue in cheek. Did that change your position? And let's start with Joe Biden. What do you grade this 4 years under Joe Biden?
I said this 4 years ago. The tweet exists somewhere. It's probably on my old account. I said Joe Biden will be the worst president in the United States history. Now, that's a far-fetched thing because you got guys that created the Federal Reserve Bank that sold America out to corporations, a few decades ago. He's on par to 100% make that a reality. And it's not because simply of Joe Biden. It's the Democratic machine, the DNC. Everybody could see that there was something wrong with this gentleman. Everybody.
Yeah, it was rough.
They lied. They hired people. Some of the people that I lost a lot of respect for that still continue to say they're voting for him as if and then saying they're for the betterment of Black people. They isolate themselves to Black people. I recognize that. And they have a lot of anti-white shit to say. And I'm not saying that as if there isn't things systemically that have impacted Black communities negatively that happen to be white legislation. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that you're pro-Black and then say, yeah, and I'm still voting for Joe Biden this go around. You're out of your mind. And so I've lost a lot of respect for some very famous people that I know that I'm like, bro, you looking real oppy right now. You still telling Black people to vote for that. And I've yet to hear you tell them to get involved in politics locally.
On the local level. Yeah.
So did it change my vote? Absolutely not. Joe Biden is a horrible human being. Because God's not done with me yet, right? But however, I am happy that he's having so clear dementia in his life and his cognitive abilities are being destroyed right in front of us. I am happy for that.
Wow.
Karmically, this lets, and I'll say why. This lets me know.
I want you to clear that up for the listeners, the viewers who are going to watch that playback because it's a sensitive culture right now, Maj. You got to be nice.
This is me being nice.
Oh Lord.
Joe Biden. Some of you that are going to vote for him, and a vote is a choice. You vote with your dollars, you vote with your feet being in places, not being in places. Joe Biden has crafted legislation for now 50 years. He's been in office for 50 years in some form or fashion, specifically to target Black communities. And the impact of his choices, even if in the heart of his hearts, he wasn't going, I am going to impact the Black folks. Okay. In Judaism or Torah, right? Your intention doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean more than what did your actions create? Your actual, I get it. I had good intentions. Cool. That's another thing that in the Outwitting the Devil, in the book, the devil talks about that. He's like, well, I use people's intentions as the devil all the time. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yep.
Right?
6 a.m. Yep.
So in that value system of Torah or that book, your intentions don't mean as much as what did your actions, deeds, and words create? His legislation has created the destruction of a big portion of the destruction of Black families for decades, for mostly nonviolent drug possession. And I wouldn't be so, because I don't do drugs generally. I mean, outside of the stuff that they put in our chemicals in our food, generally. However, but I smoke cigars, right? So the question becomes, okay, what was the intent? Cool. But what happened? What happened was for nonviolent possession of a thing that people choose to put in their highest property, which is their body, you decided to say, I'm going to give them 3 strikes laws. I'm going to send them with mandatory sentencing, so forth and so on. And then you turn around when he was running in 2020, he turned around and was still like, yeah, I stand behind that. And now your son is getting a sweetheart deal on the same crack cocaine that you made mandatory sentences for. So karmically, seeing Joe Biden's mental faculties decline gives me a renewed hope that God is good, because karma is the system that God enacts on us all based on your own choices and what you did. What karma means to do, meaning because what you do, there's an equal and opposite reaction to it. As you reap, you sow, reap as you sow. My point is, this makes me happy because this lets me know that my hard work is not in vain, because what I do is good for the people. And that is going to be good for me because I'm watching somebody over time. I'm young, but I'm old enough to recognize, oh, this dude is just sowing. It's his harvest season.
Mm.
And the families that you destroyed, intentionally or not, the families that you destroyed, nobody forces somebody to take a drug. Nobody forces you to take alcohol. Nobody forces you to eat white sugar, which is 6 times more addictive than cocaine. And they put it in it's in your sugar, it's in your ketchup, it's in your bread. Your body doesn't know the difference. They do, though. So when I see that, it gives me renewed hope. It makes it, when I see so many black people going, no. And I'm not talking about the people that are paid by the Democrat. Any celebrity that's advocating for Joe Biden on the national level right now until November is the ops, or they are paid by the ops. That's it. So I'm not saying those people, but when I see the rank and file members of Black America going like, no, I thought that y'all this was going to be right. We was getting money in 2017, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
Then you just overextended yourself. You've consistently been disrespectful to Black communities. You got on this thing and said, if you don't know how to vote for me, you ain't Black. You've said, oh, Obama was one of the clean ones. You said you didn't want your children raised in a racial jungle. This is not me. This is your words becoming flesh, manifesting, and your legislation was in alignment with it. And now look at you. I already know how I'm going to go. 90-something years old, in the bed with my grandbabies all around. That's fly.
Come on.
My hand is going to call for that based on the outcomes of the actions that I choose, and my mind in the metaphysical and quantum physics world, and then it bubbles up into things that are of acts of service. So I get to create the life that I want. I get to I'm going to be buried over there. That's our land. We're going to have a little cemetery for our family members and so forth and so. That's not going to be the case with Joe. Joe let hate, negative actions, and the utilization of a supposedly public servant position, he leveraged that for his own financial, political, and social interest. He did pay for play. His son, who has no serious reason for being in Ukraine, did pay for play. And now we are watching in real time what happens karmically. So I am happy that it's happening to him, because it is a real-time example of going, this karma thing is real. And he's going to get his comeuppance. He looks like he has no legacy. Your legacy